after you have mastered the practice of heaviness, you continue with the second step in autogenic training, which means generating warmth. This induction of a feeling of warmth is aimed at relaxing the blood vessels. You should practice it after you have attained the feeling of heaviness, as I mentioned before. And in the case that you couldn't attain this feeling of heaviness after 2 weeks of practice, traditional method again, proceed with the warmth formula anyway. This very likely will not happen if you use the pulsed chi energy coming from a chi generator or from a chi card. A feeling of warmth indicates that the blood vessels have relaxed and they are dilated. This can help especially persons who have some tensions in this respect. I don't go more into detail here. And the warmth practice will have results which are superior to the results of the progressive relaxation technique already. Progressive relaxation techniques are very much the practice of choice in guided meditation practices as well, in some methods to induce hypnosis. States of relaxation which you can achieve with autogenic training are a lot deeper, more effective and much more thorough than what you can achieve with any type of these progressive relaxation methods or related methods. The warmth practice already of autogenic training will prove this point to you beyond the shadow of any doubt if you went through the other stuff before. Especially the practices which follow will show you the tremendous control and power which you can achieve with the practice of autogenic training. To induce the warmth, go as follows. First, I'm completely calm. Then, 6 times, my right arm is very heavy. Again, you can see it in front of you written. You can write it yourself, mentally of course, in your imagination. You can hear somebody saying it, all of the above, any combination, whichever feels best to you. And then once again I'm completely calm, same thing. And then 6 times my right arm is very warm. Once I'm completely calm. 6 times my right arm is very warm. So this sequence, the second sequence now, you repeat several times, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and get the feeling of it, and then cancel. Arms firm, I'm breathing deeply, open eyes. Most persons have more ease in attaining the feeling of warmth than the feeling of heaviness. Partly because they trained already before with the heaviness. It's the second step. In the rare case that you do not attain this feeling after 2 weeks of training, bathe your arm in warm water shortly before the practice. Or place your hand onto a warm object. The feeling which you recall then, feeling of warmth, can facilitate the attainment of the actual warmth feeling during the practice. Do not use the formula, my right arm is very hot. It's You can do it when you really have mastered the thing as an experimental thing. Even then I don't quite suggest it. The feeling of heaviness indicates that the muscles are relaxed. When you practice regularly, this feeling of heaviness will appear rather rapidly and noticeably. As soon as you think of heaviness, and you know you are in a state of autogenic training. And that's why, because of that quick access that you gain with your training, you can enter the state in a few seconds once you have mastered it. The sensation of warmth is caused by the relaxation or the widening, dilation of the blood vessel walls. They simply relax, and once those blood vessels are relaxed, more blood can flow through them, which of course energizes you in many, many ways. It has been shown that the feelings of warmth and heaviness can be followed by actual physical changes. In other words, we are not dealing here with some kind of figment of your imagination or with a self-deception, autosuggestion. In fact, the arms will actually be slightly heavier as a result of increased blood supply into the relaxed and therefore wider blood vessels of the arms. The body will be lighter then. For the same reason, the temperature of the arms increases slightly because more blood flows into it. And special thermometers have shown that increase in the arm's temperature can be more than about 3.56 degrees Fahrenheit, even more, up to this, in the hand, because the hand cools very rapidly in the air, especially when the initial temperature was on the low side. Later you can learn powerful techniques to supply an increased amount of blood to any part of your body. If you're aware of internal organs, I learned this awareness practicing yoga. I feel inner organs. Then you can actually shoot it into inner organs as well. The autonomic nervous system is such that the state of tension in one group of muscles communicates itself automatically to the adjacent group. The tension spreads and increases as a consequence. On the other hand, when the muscles of the arm are relaxed, this relaxation too influences other groups of muscles until relaxation spreads ultimately over the whole body. This desired extension of heaviness and warmth, or relaxation of muscles and blood vessels over the whole body, is called generalization. The more advanced the practitioner of autogenic training is, the more heaviness and warmth appear as simple reflexes. You will find that out. At a later point of your training, the feelings of warmth and heaviness can appear upon your intention to practice, even before you lie down or before you begin this training. Once you are advanced, you can simplify your training formulas to arms very heavy, calm, arms very warm, calm, heavy, or heaviness, warmth, and so on. With advancement, you can also insert resolution formulas into your training while you are practicing